For February, the Double Shots and Historic Plots Book Club has been reading The Barn by Wright Thompson. This is a solid book. This is well researched. This book is well written. It's easy to read, even though the content is difficult. This book centers around the murder of Emmett Till. And he is a young boy from Chicago, travels down to Mississippi to visit some family. While he is there, he whistles at a white woman. That event causes an uproar and eventually his murder. Now, after the murder, there is a very elaborate cover-up by those involved. And it is heartbreaking. And that part, for me, was very tough to read. Because I feel like justice needed to be done. The book also goes into great detail about the trauma that all of those involved eventually faced. And that was just another heartbreaking story for Emmett Till's family, particularly. But there's also trauma that occurred with those that actually committed the crime. Now, I do have a few criticisms of this book. This book is broken down into 4 very large chapters. And I feel like it could have been broken down into some smaller portions. I think that may have helped the flow. There was a small section in the book that deals with the history of Mississippi, going all the way back to the explorers, the Portuguese and the Spanish coming into the Mississippi area. I didn't think that part was needed, but I do get the point the author was trying to make. Now, finally, the other part that would have been helpful for this book is the fact that there's a lot of people and they're associated with each other. It would have been helpful to have a list of all of those people and their associations. The book does come with a couple family trees, and that was helpful to an extent, but if they're not related, those people who are associated with one another, that list would have been very helpful. Overall, I gave this 4 stars. I definitely recommend you read it. Have you read it? What's your thoughts about it? Let me know in the comments.